Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Just another match I want to share with everybody. A match I had a while ago last time. I think it was near the end of last year. But this guy has a Mega Beedrill, and ironically the only time I've versed a Mega Beedrill to date, which is strange because it's a really good Pokemon, but I think it's outclassed by, Mega Lopunny just for the fake out potential and stuff. Anyway, so let's get this battle started. So I thought one of my best lead off would be the Donphan, just because I could pretty much get a decent matchup to anything on his team, and he does lead with the Alakazam. I mean, I could live one hit because I do have the Sturdy, and this thing to me is a major threat. So I just wanted it out the way because I know how good Alakazam can be. So he hits straight off, and I just managed to live. So I go straight for the Earthquake. I was expecting the Focus Sash here since he didn't bring down to me Sturdy, but it just goes down anyway. So it goes out into the Conkeldurr, and I just wanted to see what kind of Conkeldurr this is, so it just goes straight for the Mach Punch, and yeah, I'm going down, I'm not living that, no way. I mean, this thing has like 140 base attack, so, it could be the max attack set, or it could be the bulkiest set with Assault Vest. So he withdraws, and he goes straight into the Flogus here, UU, Fairy Wall, things are really good Pokemon. I should really get around to breeding one myself, but it is a case of, I'm too lazy to try and get a shiny stone. So that Hyper Voice hits, even with the Pixelate boost, it's going to do nothing to this thing. So I really didn't want to hang around, and I knew basically if I go into Angron, this thing can't really touch Angron. Mega Evolved or normal form. So he does reveal the Toxic, so now I have to be careful versing this thing with my Sylveon, but I'm just going to straight away Mega Evolve. And I believe I go for the Thunder Wave here, and he just managed to predict that, and he goes straight into the Donphan, because ground would be able to counter this out easily. So I do manage to Mega Evolve, and say this battle was a while ago before I managed to nickname this thing Bazuso. Yeah, if you can guess what series that's off, you can get a cookie. So straight for the Thunder Wave, no effect. So I just wanted to see what kind of Donphan this was, max attacks or max defense. So I go for the Ice Punch, and that does absolutely nothing, and the Rocky Helmet. Then he goes for the Earthquake, but Angron, being the absolute tank that it is, manages to take that fairly well, live on it exactly 100 HP. So go for the Withdraw, and I just tried to go straight into Breloom here. I can take at least one Earthquake. So this thing was a pain to breed, and even in the end I didn't even manage to get perfect health IVs on it. So it goes for the Ice Shard. I can live with at least one of them because I am Focus Sashed, and I just send this thing straight to sleep with Spore. 100% accuracy, one of the better moves in the game. Some people think it's a bit cheaper. I don't mind using it, because the Lumberry counters it out easy, and Breloom's pretty frail as it is. So I go for Seed Bomb for the super effective damage, and that takes it nice round, so I can finish it off with a Mach Punch. Don't mind taking the Rocky Helmet damage, so just in case it went for the Ice Shard and walked up. So what does he go into here? I can't remember. He goes into the Beedrill here, and I am switching out because this thing is going to hit me anyway. I mean, I'm max speed, but I am adamant nature, so I think this thing was going to outspeed either way. Plus, I know Mega Beedrill can't really touch Angron. I mean, it could U-turn, it could Poison Jab. I've seen the one or two with the knockoff on YouTube, but that's about it really. So he goes straight for the Protect to get the speed boost up. And he does manage to withdraw straight into the Conkeldurr, because that's going to scare me straight off, but this time I just wanted to get my Stealth Rocks up, because there's going to be a lot of switching in this game, and the residual damage is going to help. So I do withdraw, and I go into Breloom, it's time for him to die. I couldn't really think of anything I wanted to switch into it. I could have switched my Sylveon in, but I didn't want him to predict anything for, knockoff, etc. I want to keep the leftovers as long as I can. So now I go into Sylveon, and I just went for the Hyper Voice to see the safe-ish play, because I couldn't really do anything else. The set I'm carrying is Wish, Protect, Scumbag set, and Heal Bell and Hyper Voice. So I go straight for the Wish to get it up. Then I had a choice of either switching into my Angron here, or just going straight for the Hyper Voice just to see what this thing would do. And I can't remember at this time if I stay in, but I think I should have just switched out straight away, knowing this thing can't touch me. Which I do manage to make a decent play. And take that stealth rock damage. It goes for the protect, which I wasn't really sure why. I suppose he was trying to scout out if I had the toxic. I didn't reveal heal bell at this time, so my fourth move could have very easily been toxic. So I suppose that's not too bad of a play. And of course he withdraws, goes straight back into the Conkeldurr, but I do go for the Thunder Wave here, I believe. Yep. Just to make sure this thing is slowed down, any chance, you know, that 25% chance, I believe, to not move that turn, just in case it gets down to it. So I do go for the Iron Head here, you know, 20% chance to paralyze, 30% chance to flinch, but of course I don't get that, and he goes straight for the Drain Punch and does a clean, just under half of my health maybe. And of course he gets his health back, and I don't really want to hang around for another one of them. Don't really fancy taking the risk, so I go straight back into the Sylveon. And in turn he does manage to protect the switch out and go for the knockoff, which does do a hell of a lot of damage, even though I resist that. But there goes my leftovers, which is a shame, and of course he's going to withdraw. Withdraw straight into the Flog, and I'm just going to go straight for the Hyper Voice here. No, I go for the Wish. Huh. No, well, bit of a misplay on there. I suppose actually Wish would have been the better choice. Anyway, this turn I do manage to make the predict. I predicted, okay, he knows what I'm going to switch into now. I'm just going to stay in and go straight for the Hyper Voice. To see exactly how much damage I'm going to cause on this thing. Straight for the Hyper Voice, and I cause a load of damage here. That's pretty clean, that. And thanks to the Wish, I am managed back to full health. So he does withdraw the Conkeldurr, and he goes. I thought he would save it in for Death Fodder, but yeah, I suppose. Well, yeah. Either way, decent play. I don't know what I'm on about. I'm stuttering all over here. Bleh. Anyway, straight for the Hyper Voice. Get it down to half. But of course with leftovers he's just going to be over half now, back into the green. So he goes for the Wish here, and I believe at this point I just say, yeah, it's just time to go for as much offense as I can. I want as much damage as I can. But set up the Wish to send in me Angron anyway. But he does go for the Toxic here. I was expecting him to try and get the matchup on me Angron again, but I suppose he just wants to definitely save his Conkeldurr's Death Fodder now since it is such low health. But I do manage to get the critical hit there with the Hyper Voice. But of course the Wish, he's straight back to full again. Well, nearly full. So the poison damage is going to start to rack up. So he goes for the Moonblast to try and get some damage on me, because I think he doesn't think I want to switch out now, and I just, with the special attack drop, I go for the Heal Bell, and that just instantly, for me, decides, yep, I've got to switch out next turn, go to Angron. If he switches in, just go for the attack and move and kill off the Conkeldurr. So I do just that, switch out, straight into Angron. I'm pretty sure Angron can take a Toxic, he can take him to a Moonblast rather easily. Wish I'd got the Wish up, but it's pretty much time for Angron to do his thing now. So he does withdraw straight into the Conkeldurr here, I believe, just to save it off as Death Fodder. So the rocks nearly kill it, then I finish it off with an Iron Head. I wasn't made a bit of a mistake here. I thought I was carrying Earthquake on the thing, but I must have changed it anyway. It's just, I've basically used the traditional Smogon set after this. I was carrying Iron Head for fairies, but I do find Earthquake actually runs a hell of a lot better. So he goes for the Flamethrower here, and that's just going to kill off Angron straight away. No, I don't even know the move sets on my Pokemon. That's battle. Yeah, definitely a battle I had last year. I should really check the date on it. So we just switch out, and I go straight for the Dazzling Gleam here, because, 4 times weakness, it is going to kill. But of course he switches back into a special defensive war which just refuses to die. So I withdraw Alakazam here, and I go into my Sylveon again, just to take a Moonblast out, whatever this thing wants to do, Moonblast, Toxic. At this point, I believe I get stubborn with my Sylveon and just say, I'm probably just going to stay in. If I want to get this thing basically down as much health as I can, even with that special attack drop. So it goes for the Toxic here. I'm really not bothered now. I just want to keep going for the Hyper Voice. I mean, in this point of the game, I don't mind Sylveon dying, because the only things left is this Florges. I believe it's this Florges, the Beedrill, and the, Hydreigon. That's it. At this point, Alakazam can pretty much take them all, as long as the Hydreigon isn't scarfed, but I didn't think it was at this point. I had no reason not to think it was, but I just had a gut feeling that it wasn't. So go straight for the Hyper Voice again. And I'm just going to go down to poison damage next turn. So send in Alakazam here and go straight for the Psyshock. I was predicting a Moonblast and maybe take it down to my Sash, but he goes for the Wish, I suppose trying to scout at me moves, because he probably thought I was just all, special defensive damage, because at least with Psyshock you hit them on their defences, not their special defence. So I think it's worth carrying on all Psychic types. So he goes for the Protect here, and I managed to predict that, because we've both been doing the Wish Protect shenanigans all game, and I go straight for the Calm Mind, and this here basically wins me the game in my opinion. Because with that Calm Mind set up, even after leftovers, a Psyshock is going to kill this thing. And pretty much I'm going to be able to one-hit KO the rest of his team. So, straight for the Psyshock, dead. So, a bit of a mini Alakazam sweep here. I mean, Alakazam's becoming... Yeah, in fact, it is my favourite competitive Pokemon now. Good speed, good hitting. I'm not too fond of its Mega Evolution, I prefer the Sashed version, but I think a lot of people would agree with me there. Don't get me wrong, the Mega version's good. I mean, it's got 150 base speed, but the Focus Sash really helps. Then down goes the Beedrill, which I'm surprised didn't outspeed, so I'm assuming it was an Adamant one. Then, of course, into the Hydreigon, and I'm just going to finish this thing off with a Dazzling Gleam and win the game. Either way, really good match again. My opponent did some good plays, but I think the couple of mispredicts and a couple of good predicts on my part did manage to win me the game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the battle, and of course I'm trying to upload these daily. I mean, I'm going to be getting some more battles in today, just chilling out on having some battles. If you like, feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. And anyway, I hope you have a good day, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video.